Hello YouTube, Ethan here, back another kicking action figure review. Today we have another Kamen the Ryuda. It is the Kamen Rider Drive Type Technic figure from the TK or Tire Kokon line. Yes, this is number 5 in the line. Pretty cool. I like this form. I like what it does more than how it looks. I like the stuff he does in this form, like all the hacking and etc. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Bada bing, bada boom. Ay. So yeah, let's just check it out. Here's the box, and you see Type Technic in there with the tire he comes with. Very cool, very cool. There he is right there on the side. Boom. Type Technic, Kamen Rider Drive. There's the top of the box. So it shows him once again, and it shows you how to exchange the tires for his gimmick tire instead of just his type tire. Then here's a picture of him on the side using his gimmick tire. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Very nice. And then here on the back you got legal stuff, that on the bottom, etc, etc. And it shows you a tire pack you can get. It's just a bunch of tires you can put on your different drives. It shows you how to do stuff for Type Technic with the DX Trideron. Awesome. I do want to get me a Trideron. It shows you that tires are compatible across the line. Also very cool. You get the door gun. Awesome. I really like the door gun. I feel like I'm going to have to get Type Wild just to get his sword. But whatever. It shows you the tires spins. And it's just a picture of him standing all cool, shooting junk. Very nice. And then, you know, that's that. So yeah, now let's get him out of the packaging. And here's Type Technic out of the packaging. Pretty cool figure, nice green. I like green. I believe he's supposed to be a type of utility vehicle, which is very cool, very cool. I like daddy likey. But yeah, he's really nice. We're gonna zoom out, take a look at this sucker. It's pretty easy to use these gimmick figures. You know, if you want to put a tire on, you can see they do spin just fine. If you want to put a tire on, you just pop him right up, back, take the tire off, put a new one on. It's whatever. You know, that is that. He comes with instructions anyways, but it's real easy to figure out. You don't have to really worry about instructions. In my opinion, it's very simple. You see bada bing, bada boom. Very nice. You just clamp the shoulders down and stuff right there. Shows all that. It's very informative. Daddy likey. Daddy likey. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys this stuff. And here's the same thing for Type Wild and Drive up here, Type Speed, Trideron, etc. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, it's pretty cool. He does come with another tire. This one he often uses in Type Technic. It's a Fire Braver, I believe is what this one's called. And so it just pops in, and its little gimmick is this hand. I find it's a lot easier to manipulate it and stuff if you just go ahead and get this out of here before you put the head back down. So you put the head down, and then here it is. Bada bing, bada boom, Fire Braver. It's like just a little extra arm for him. He catches people with it. It helps him do stuff. Pretty cool. So yeah, you know, it can go out like that, but you can't bend it in as much as you can when it sorts the tire and go totally straight. You know, so that's a cool little accessory. Very nice. And you can use this tire on your other drives as well, which I will demonstrate. By the way, here's Type Speed. So you just, oh, come on, Type Speed. You just pop that off. Boom. You normally never see him use this tire. I don't think you see him use this tire once in Type Speed, actually. I mean, like the weight kind of, it's a weight thing, you see? That's why he always uses this in Type Technic. But you can get it going, see? You can use this in Type Technic. Well, this Type Technic on Type Speed is what I meant to say. So yeah, you know, that's good to know. Just gonna roll this up. Put his tire back in. I normally put it screws down. So, boop, screws down, head on, shoulders down. And then he does have one more cool, whoops, little accessory. The door gun. Very cool. This just drives basic gun weapon, and he cocks it by pulling out the door and closing it, and you can get that movement with this gun. It actually comes out farther than it does on the show. So you just, you got it, boy. The gun, it functions. I mean, it doesn't shoot, obviously. Not stupid. But yeah, you should put it in his right hand. Boop. Right here. So that he can cock it. And here he is holding the door gun. Honestly, it's a little troublesome to get him to hold it just right. I finally got it like this. So, you know, it worked out in the end. Got him to hold it just fine. But, you know, the fingers don't go in the trigger hole, which is no fun, honestly. But, you know, I think he's still a pretty good figure. It takes a little working, but you can get him to hold it just right. I mean, it works out. And also, obviously, Type Speed can hold it just fine as well. Now about we get into articulation with this guy. It could be a little better up top. I mean, his head doesn't want to look around a lot. That's kind of a design thing, honestly. There's just not room for the head to move. And the arms actually have like a double joint. You can see there's a ball towards the back and a ball closer to the arm. That's so it can maneuver under all this. And you also, like, you're supposed to have that cable thing up in the shoulder. And it's to help maneuver and get that in there, because that's just how it looks in the show. But I'm not going to worry about ever having that in the hole, really. But yeah, you can go forward and back, in and out. You know, you move all around up here. You got that swivelly swivel. So that's real nice. You got a double, not a double, my bad. Single elbow bend. And then you have a rotation on the wrist. Hand open and closes every 2 fingers. No thumb movement. So that's whatever. You got the waist. Nice little swivel there. And then the legs are really just the same as our other drive's legs. In and out, forward, back. You have a thigh swivel here. Knee bend, that's really good. And then you have a rotation on the foot. Kind of an ankle pivot. It's on a ball, so you can kind of just move it all around, up and down, and etc. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And now detail and paint. I like the green. It really pops. I like the head sculpt. The eyes look really good. Lots of the time on the gimmick line, the eyes don't look so hot, but they look pretty good on this guy. That's really nice. I like his little prongs on his head. The shoulders look cool. I like how they gave us articulation to help kind of maneuver these into better detail, but honestly, you know, it's too much to deal with. This could have, like, it could be red or something, a little more paint maybe, I don't know. And some of these cars could maybe be painted, that'd be nice. But other than that, the belt looks real nice. It's got a little sticker right there, type Technic. Cool, you got the stripes down the side of the legs, the green down here. Very nice. Back of the figure, you see his tail lights there. And then the bottom of the vehicle is what his back is supposed to look like. So pretty cool, type Technic. I haven't seen the back of type Technic a lot, so I can't tell you if it's painted up enough. But this guy's is. It's supposed to be flat, like supposed to just be black like that. So I'm assuming Technic is the same way. Honestly, yeah, pretty cool detail and paint and articulation. Even if his articulation's not my favorite out of the gimmick line. So, like, I like how this guy moves better, but the way his tire is situated is what makes that weird. And also, you know, if these get pushed down even a little, his head will, like, pop up. Like, this one's head pops up easily. While this guy, as you saw earlier, he's not popping off here, you know, with that, unless you want him to. But this guy sometimes will just, like, if there's enough pressure on him up here, something like if you're just holding him, he can pop up. So yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. Not my favorite figure from the TK line so far, but once again, he's also my second figure from the Technic line. So what you gonna do? But yeah, now let's get into some size comparisons. First up, here he is with some other gimmick Kamen Rider figures, and I know in the, like, adult collector community, gimmick can kind of be a bad word. It can kind of be synonymous with cheap or unnecessary, but honestly, these guys are pretty cool. Gimmick, it just means that there's something you can play with on them, something the kids can play with, but it's still something that kind of goes with them for the most part. It's totally, that's not exactly the case with the wizard over here, but yeah, you can check that out in his review. Anyways, here he is with others from the Technic line here on the left, Type Speed, which you already seen in this review, but just so you know, they are pretty much the same height, so if you want to display all your drives together, it won't look weird. And then here on the right, we have our Kamen Rider Wizard Flame Style, which is pretty cool. He's from the WAP line, Wizard Action Please. So yeah, you know, he's going to look good with other figures like himself. And here's of some other Kamen Riders. These are from the SH Figure Arts line. Pretty cool. And also some of my favorite figures. Here on the left, Kamen Rider Narishiko. And on the right, Kamen Rider Thorns Rocket States. So yeah, that's how he scales with them. And I think it looks dope. And our last size comparison of the day will be with some S.I.C figures. Super Imaginative Chigoken. Here on the left, the 3 3/4 inch Hibiki. And on the right, the 7-inch Kamen Rider Kick Hopper from the 2-pack with Punch Hopper. Yeah, obviously he doesn't scale well with either of these guys, so you're going to have to stick with the gimmick line, figure arts, and things in that scale. So what are my final thoughts on the Kamen Rider Drive Type Technic figure, TK05 from the TK05 line? Honestly, not my favorite gimmick figure. I mean, the wizard you saw is pretty cool, and I have a meteor that's really great, and of course, my other drive. But honestly, this is probably my least favorite gimmick figure I've gotten so far. It's kind of just a design thing with this form, you know? The articulation's really hindered on the head, you know, the arms. You can only do so much with those big shoulders there and stuff. His gimmick kind of, it's whatever. I mean, the gimmick on the drive figures, on all the drive figures, is the tires spin and you can interchange the tires, which is something that I would want in an adult collectible line anyways, so the gimmick's whatever. But yeah, I mean, he's still a pretty cool figure. I mean, his lower half's really posable still, just as posable as the Type Speed. And I'll be getting other types as well, like Type Trideron. I'll probably get Type Wild. I'm skipping Type Formula. I just do not care at all for Type Formula. I hate the look and everything about it. I'm not a Type Formula fan. But, yeah, he is still a pretty cool rider. I might even get Type Fruits, honestly. I haven't seen that movie yet, but it's on my list. So, yeah, that is it. Thank you all very much for your support. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. If you want only one drive figure, I wouldn't recommend this guy, unless this is your favorite form, of course. If this is your favorite form of Drive, go ahead and get him. I got this because I liked the form. And I love Drive. I thought Drive was a great show. But yeah, that's it. Once again, thank you all for your support. Rate, comment, subscribe. Check out everything in the description below, and I'll see you all later.